Ladies, you have to swoop and scoop. These are the Halara BBL leggings. They have a booty band, like a bra. You just scoop your booty cheek up underneath them and then get them right where they're supposed to be. And then it lifts your booty like a bra.
So wait, not only do you have floobies, you also have flubbies, flabby butt cheeks? We're not doing that. We're not doing that, Megan.
This is an example of how a community is supposed to move.
Let her go! 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 You got a kid with her! Let her go!
In the video, you see all these officers surrounding a mother, trying to drag her.
I'm sorry, I just can't care, because
I don't need a man.
And that sentiment has infected the other women of the world. So I can watch, that's fun, and laugh, but I can't care.
People who are supposed to help wasn't going to help her. Must be asking, well, what did the mother do to elicit such violence against her?
She was trying to on the subway up here. There is no law against that. She's not allowed to try it in tunnels. And now she's being assaulted and harassed by 4 to 9 police officers.
Thank you, white lady, for using your white lady status and calling out the injustice that's happening within the community.
Oh, now you want to act like you down with the white lady? Well, you should be in a relationship with her, because she'd love you to be her maid, now that they're getting rid of all the Mexican hoes.
Leave me alone!
The market is overpaying for what AI can now build in 90 seconds.
AI cannot build a woman that can be quiet. Oh, it can. Now go in there and put some cheese on them grits. Technology.
So I don't know who needs to hear this, but as a woman, I want to give you a word of advice. Don't date black men. Black men are the worst. They're disrespectful. They don't care about women. All they do is cheat, lie, and steal. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm a mother of 3 and I have 3 different baby daddies. I also have had 20 bodies in the last month. But I'm letting you know now, with the type of woman that I am, like the high value woman that I am, I bring a lot to the table. You know, obviously, who doesn't want a woman with kids? Who doesn't want a woman, you know, that's been used up and ran through? But I do highly recommend to stop talking to black men, because they're not going to help you. They're not going to bend over backwards for you. They're not going to do anything for you. You know, they should take care of women with kids. They should use their hard-earned money on us, but guess what? They don't. You know why? Because they're sassy. They're sassy. All they do is they want to do each other because they're sassy. That's all they are. And I'm telling you right now, if you knew what they do behind closed doors with their homeboys, you'd be afraid of them too. I'm telling you now, you ask them for money, they won't give it to you. Last time I asked a man for $60K, I had to dump him because he couldn't provide that. And you know what I need in this world? A provider. And you know what else I need? A man who's gonna what? Stand up for himself and do things for his queen. Right, ladies? Clock it, ladies. If he's not making $1 million within a couple of minutes, what is the point of dealing with him? And if this man is not gonna stop following girls and liking their pictures, then why be with him? Oh, don't forget, I also post bikini pictures. I also bust it wide on social media and do twerking videos, but I do have God quotes in my bio. Yes. God quotes are in my bio because the Lord is within me, and we all know the Lord doesn't judge. So of course, my OF link is in my bio. Go ahead and check it out. It's called creamybuttons.com. Go ahead, that's the link. You guys will see it. But before I even get further into this, please keep God in your life and understand that these men are not good for you, especially black men, because they're the ones who are going to use you. That's all they do is use women, and they don't appreciate you. And when you actually, you know, tell a man what you need and what you want, he can't provide. So don't even waste your time, ladies. You know how stupid that sounds? That's exactly how the fuck you sound when you come on this damn platform talking about black men need to pay for me. Black men needed this. Bitch, get a damn job. You know what's crazy? You guys can get BBLs, dentures, and stupid Easter basket wigs that look fucked up, but you can't buy yourself your own. You guys don't even know how to cook food from scratch. You bitches don't even bake no more. You'd rather sell your butthole online than make a fucking meal. If you can't make cookies from scratch, if you can't make food from scratch, if you can't make mac and cheese, stop asking a man to provide for you. You're not even a godly or a traditional woman. Cállate, yeah.
That shit crazy.
You don't think niggas grow out of that shit?
It don't. You supposed to be crashing out to whenever that shit end.
go up top, die, all that shit. Y'all rap about that shit, right?
They responsible for a lot of murders with their rhetoric.
Am I right or wrong?
I don't know.
Switch the pitch. Start rapping about the lattes then. You see, I rap about thorough shit, fly shit, machines. I'm not rapping about nothing I'm not doing.
For those who don't know who this dude is, because I don't, I think they're talking about the lost art of talking what you're actually living in rap music. Let's continue.
That's why I don't make drill music. You feel me? I'm not living that life. And if I was, I'd be doing that shit to the T, like on some FS the Bender shit. That nigga said, man, don't delete none of my shit out this interview. Yeah, we just took Main Man Chain, did this, stood over top of him. He living his journey. That nigga ain't panicking. That nigga ain't say, no, I don't want to do. He said, no, I had to squeeze on him because it's real. He's living it. Don't rap about that shit. And then when we see you, you think FS the Bender would have said, hey, Big Bloody, I respect you. Yo, Quill, where you at, gang? That's the energy I was looking for. On some FS the Bender shit and crash out and go to jail. For however long we got to go to jail for. You understand what I'm saying? That's that crash out shit. Shout out to FS the Bender. Them old block niggas is not like that nigga. At all. They ain't coming with none of them niggas apologizing, robbing old ladies.
And the Quiet Man was never even on none of that from the beginning. Quiet Man here, we lame. Remember the backpack dudes, this and that and all that stuff? Oh, you know. Shout out to my dudes who didn't even realize you were an international man of mystery. Snow Bunnies was digging on you from 4th grade. Asian chicks was digging on you since 5th grade. You in French class doing your thing talking to them. Shout out to my dudes who was in honors. Y'all never was on that nonsense. These girls was never complaining about you dudes. Salute to you, sir.
Watch this YN hiding behind police officer for protection after he got caught lacking by his ops.
You running to the police. What's going on? Greg. What's going on? I don't bet you up. I don't bet, Greg. Hey, K-Bo, come on. He's ducking it. I don't bet. Why you ducking your Stay right here.
Y'all think bro was slick?
The Chicago teenager that ran behind the police to hide from his ops, killing him broad daylight, did the right thing.
What's going on, Greg? What's going on? I don't bet you a bitch. I don't bet, Greg. What's going on? You ducking your shit. What's happening? Hey, K-Bo, come on. He's ducking his shit.
What's wrong with y'all? Huh? Everybody won't say, oh, you scary. You ain't living like that. You ducking your shit. That's how you reach old age.
No, I think people are saying you never were about that life. And a woman who raised you, okayed you to do that nonsense is just as worthless as you are.
That was easy. And that little boy got a good head on his shoulders, because if he don't know nothing else, he know y'all scared of the police. If that officer detained those 2 young men, checked them, and found a firearm, they off to do 10 years, and this young man is off to college. Parents, if you got kids and they out here being positive little people, teach them to call the police. You never know when you gonna need it. Because if that officer went right there, we might be saying rest in peace to another Chicago 16-year-old. I'm praying for that little boy, and I'm praying for his family, because if he don't have a father or a stable community, he just might fall victim to the streets. These are the events that leads up to creating a monster. We want lawyers, doctors, entrepreneurs, professionals. We don't want more criminals. So shout out to you, young man. Next time they catch you again, wait until they brandish the weapon, then run by the police. This way they could go to jail effectively.
I was just this close to taking out another high interest loan, but then I found out you can
get a simp to give you the money and don't never pay him back. And you don't even got to give him no sex, a kiss or a hug, nothing.
Men, why do y'all just stare and not engage? Like, what is the point of you just staring?
She don't even really care. This is just the only way she can get male attention. She can't get men to talk to her or anything like that. Nobody talks to her at the gym. Nobody talks to her at school, at work. Just nobody wants to be bothered with her. This is another one of these beautiful for nothing assholes. And what we got to do, man, is hold the line.
Somebody commented this Muppet on my post. Do I look like this Muppet?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You know what's interesting is I had an artist come in and prepare a simulated graffiti set for Mr. Kane. And Mr. Kane came in today and said, tear it down. And it was interesting because it symbolized something different for him. Why don't you explain to them why you had me tear down that expensive set that I put together just for you, man? Why didn't you tell him why you did that? Why you cost me all that money? No, it's a very interesting reason, though. Talk to him.
That's there are a lot of rap artists, you know, that are into the graffiti, and that look, that fashion. I'm, one that's not, because it's for me, it's like, to me it symbolizes like as if that's what rap is, Here's this place for rap, Put it over here, with the graffiti and this dancing and the violence, and all that, And I feel that rap is music. So I, felt like the set, I should, be on the same set that Quincy was on.
Yes, my kids know this because I taught my kids this, and shout out to you brothers who taught your kids this. There was a time when people didn't even consider rap music. They've always been trying to define what we do, what we made, what we invented, because black people invented rap, hip-hop culture, all that stuff. But let's not get too deep into that. That's just shout out to these people. That's the difference between the FBA, and I don't want to say I'm a part of that, and these other people who's trying to act like, but no, because you weren't even a part of that. Rap wasn't considered music. We weren't considered people, and you weren't considered a part of that. Somalis, you told people we're not a part of that. Puerto Ricans, no, we're not a part of that. We're our thing. Jamaicans, no, we're not. We're Haitians, no, we're our own thing. And us within the hip-hop community always was like, this is our thing. We don't care if you like it. Like Nas said back when it was the hood's secret. But let's not get deep into that. Let's keep going.
I heard that. I heard that. Yes. Big Daddy, he was here earlier this year with Quincy Jones, Ice-T, Melly Mel, Tevin Campbell. A bunch of y'all came and did a song off Quincy's album. And he's back performing something from his own album. The song, as you already know, is called I Get the Job Done, from his Gold album.
Women are jealous of men, and women are jealous of the simplicity of a man. Women will openly acknowledge that when they met their significant other, he lived with an Xbox, a TV, and a sofa, and he was happy and content. But they fail to realize how much they upgraded the lives of their wives by the bigger car, the bigger house. And it's almost like these women have a sense of entitlement, because if it were up to the men, they'd keep that same sofa, that same TV, and keep a simple life, which is why it's fucked up. Oh, women can openly acknowledge that it came from nothing, but they very rarely appreciate everything that they have. These women will actually get frustrated at how simple their husbands are because they just don't understand it.
Well, not all women. Let's make that distinction. And it's not all women. I will say the woman that is like this, the woman that's the opposite of what this woman is talking about, if not marry her, definitely keep her in rotation. In my opinion, I would say.
Men can rotate the same 3 t-shirts for 3 months in a row and not give a shit. They can wear the same pair of jeans every other day and not give a shit. Men have lifelong friendships without any drama because they don't give a shit. Women, on the other hand, are constantly comparing themselves to other women, and they oftentimes put their happiness in the hands of their husbands or their spouses. And when their husbands fall short, now he's a piece of shit. But the reality is that comparison is the thief of joy. And because these women are so unfulfilled and they're looking to their husbands to fulfill every single need, they can't understand why the men in their lives don't need more. And you just can't convince me that women aren't jealous of the fact that men are happy with the bare minimum, because women are constantly chasing this idea of happiness based on other people, and men just don't do that. Okay, bye.
I'm ready for my partner in life.
No, she's lying. Them bills are kicking her ass and she tired of dealing with them. If that's not the only thing, also what these girls are angry at, this is what they're really mad about. You are gonna get lonely. That's just how God made you. And they don't like that there is a God. They don't like it. They don't like that it was created second. They don't like it. They don't like that it was created from a man. They don't like it. Even look at the name Eve. Eve means before. So before you get destroyed, boom, here she go. Now, eat the apple, my.
Like, I want a boyfriend not only because, I want to be loved, all the cutesy stuff, but, man, life's expensive. I'm trying to go half on this shit. Like, let's lock in and we can be rich in, like, a few months.
Didn't I tell you, fellas? I didn't even pre-watch this clip. It's a tale as old as time. That's why MGTOW on these hoes. You gotta do it my way. We can negotiate. We can compromise. Sit down and talk and figure out you can add to my plan. We could even do your plan. Let me hear it though. What's your plan? Bite the apple? No. God said don't bite the apple, bitch. Get out of here with that. What you mean a snake told... Bitch, snakes can't talk. How do I? Cause I named all the goddamn animals, bitch. Fuck you mean? Snakes don't talk.
Who is trying to split everything with me, and let's get up. Like, I want to travel, and my friends half the time either be busy or they be with their little booze, or we can't never get nothing on the same. Like, I want my own little booze so I can say yes. Like, we're gonna travel, we can plan for it, we can afford it. It's always gonna be me and you, and we about to see the world. I just want to travel. Food is less expensive when you have someone to split it with. Like, let's go travel and eat good. Let's go start a business. But I can't just start businesses with everybody, so it's got to be somebody I trust. So, like, why can't my man and I just be like, okay, bet. Let's find a property. Let's split it. Let's get to it. That's why I'm ready. Like, I'm trying to do life, bruh.
This part of the video is a conversation Gypsy and I was having about this clip. Understand, this whole conversation, normally I would put it for my members to hear. Shout out to my members who already know this, and they're like, I'm staying subbed to my man, because when they be dropping it, she be dropping gems on his bitch ass. No doubt, I ain't mad at you if you look at it like that, because she do be dropping gems on me and all of us. I'm saying that to say, join the members. This conversation here is here for y'all to hear, but we got this and well, not this one, we got other conversation like this where she just be dropping it. Become a member. You can go to my Patreon. We do even other stuff over there, and that's just what it is. Let's go.
Here we go with these dumb girls. Oh my god, why do they always do the same thing? You're in a car talking to the entire internet about your shitty love life and the horrible choices you made that got you where you are today, while also at the same time having this crazy attitude like, can't nobody tell you nothing. It's always the same pattern with these chicks. Firstly of all, what is you even talking about? I love how you said that she just wants somebody to help her pay her bills.
Before she even started talking.
Yes, and it's like, can y'all be any more obvious? And then second of all, girl, you can't do math. That's why you broke now. What she said? She wants somebody to get rich with in a few months. You think that's reasonable and logical that people get rich within a few months just because they have a mate?
Well, how much money do you have saved up? That's
none. She's broke. That's what I'm saying. You's a broke bitch, but you somehow think a man added to your life is going to equal you guys becoming rich in a few months. No, it's not, okay? This dude got to already be rich. What did you mean? And so he don't need you to be rich? You see what I'm saying?
Because he got it on his own.
Thank you. You trying to be rich off of his expenses. That's what you trying to do, but you over here talking in code.
Well, she's trying to be rich off of his hard work he already did.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, let's go back to Adam and Eve. He already had the world. That's why I say he already named all the animals. I know the serpent don't talk. You wasn't talking to no serpent who told you bite this apple. You're going to be a god.
Stupid as hell talking about food is cheaper when you have someone to split it with. Miss Ma'am, the food costs the same. What is you talking about? Right now, you're paying for one person's amount of food, right? If a dude comes along, now you guys are eating double the food, so you have to pay twice as much. What are you talking about? Do you know how to do multiplication? This is the problem with Common Core math.
Maybe she thinks, well, we're both paying the money, so therefore the food is a little bit less.
No, it ain't. It's the same amount of money. What is you talking about? I'll tell you what makes food cost less. Stop eating Burger King. Stop eating Chinese food. Stop going to the Chinese buffet. Stop ordering pizza. Quit eating all this fast food nonsense. It's not real food.
Now check it out. All that starts on a coffee date. You don't even want to go to a coffee date where the coffee costs 30 cents a cup.
Learn
$2
how to
a cup
shop
maybe.
at the grocery store so that you can buy real ingredients so you can actually cook the food at home. That's how you make food stretch and money go longer if you want your food to cost less money.
Hold on. There's a part in this video where the girl was talking about, girl, if you can't cook from scratch, what type of woman are you? Something
What
like
even
that.
are you doing?
And I'm saying that to say you didn't even see me put that in the video. So it's just interesting that you're saying to this girl, bitch, learn to cook. This
is why I be saying these girls are not raised to be nobody's wife. A wife material woman understands this reality. She not looking at cooking like, I'm a slave, I'm a servant. What are you talking about? You should know how to cook. It's survival. What are you talking about?
How is this girl who's not looking at it like I'm a slave, I'm a this, when it comes to cooking? Well, what type of girl is she?
She looks at it like this is a necessity. I need to cook so that we have something to eat. It's just 1 + 1 = 2, not 3.5. You gotta cook in order to eat, dum-dum. You know what I'm saying? And sandwiches don't count. You have to be able to cook. Period. Do you want your children to be fat and have diabetes by the time they're 7 years old? Because a lot of American kids are suffering from that problem.
So this girl right
especially
here,
kids with single moms.
this chick, she don't really want a man for whatever reason. Like, what is the reason she wants?
She wants a bailout. That's what she wants. She wants somebody to come save me so that I can continue living my Tatiana stupid, crazy, dumb, I didn't think about my actions today life. But now you can come and bail me out every time I F up.
But
That's what she's looking for.
that kind of goes against the principle of don't save her. She don't want to be saved.
That's why she ain't being saved. That's why you on the internet crying and whining to a bunch of nobodies who don't care about you, thinking this is a solution. This is going to somehow help me to achieve my goals. No, it's not. You're just putting yourself out there for more predatory people to look at you and go, ooh, I know how to manipulate her. Let me tell her I'll give her the world. Let me tell her, oh, she deserves everything. That's what you end up dealing with. You feel me? And then these dudes play you, knock you up, don't got no responsibility, don't marry you. And here we go again, back on the internet, whining and crying. But this time I got 4 kids. It's the same nonsense over and over and over again. Y'all don't never say nothing that surprises me. It's always the same nonsense. What a load of BS. And I bet you the same girls like this, they have such social anxiety. They talk with all this confidence on the internet, but when a dude actually try to talk to them, approach them, ask them out, try to be her man, try to be her boo, she gonna treat him like he's a serial killer and not give him the time of day. What are you doing?
Like I said in one of my other videos where a girl's like, why do men just stare at you in the gym? I said, because you wouldn't even know what to do if a guy who has the mindset of, I'm a tyrant, defiant, walking New York giant, president of the woo, but I'm also a client. You wouldn't even know how to respond to that dude if he were to approach you, which is why most men don't. And sadly, the younger generation is learning from us older guys. They're like, well, he got it together because he ain't talking to none of these hoes in the gym. He doing his exercises and leaving. He's not even saying good morning, goodbye to the person at the desk.
Exist. Yeah, so this is the problem with these girls. And it's like, you're not going to let nobody actually come and do any of the things a husband is supposed to do. I also find it interesting that she mentioned that she can't really rely on her friends because they're all busy or they're booed up. And haven't I been saying for many, many years, women are very superficially friends with each other. We don't really like each other. We don't trust each other for sure. And we don't think highly of one another because when we get around each other, we start talking and gossiping. You start realizing all the faults that your girlfriends have that get them into the weird situations they be in. So you kind of lose respect for them because you're like, oh, you silly. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like you're saying this girl, she's blaming, oh, they're busy or they're booed up. But really, these girls don't even like you.
The busy girls are just too busy to hang with you because this is probably what you do when you're around. Just complain all day long. And they complain all day long too. Don't get it twisted. They do too. But we girls can't absorb each other's complaining energy. We try to one-up each other by trying to complain harder than the other one. So there's no solutions here. Everybody's just whining and complaining all day long.
And your man, when you complain, he's giving you a solution.
So that's why her girlfriends that have men already, they really off the radar. They don't want to talk to y'all at all. They gone. They not even telling you I'm busy. No, I'm with my man. Like I don't even got time for y'all.
Oh snap! Let's go all the way back. So Adam gave Eve a solution to the dilemma of this snake, this serpent, to talk to her about this apple. Okay, the solution is, well then let's just bite the damn thing and let's just see. Or did she already bite it first and say, yo, Adam, I got something to tell you. She was gossiping to him, talking to me. He's like, all right, fine. Give me the thing.
No, Eve bit the apple first. She bit it and said, oh, this tastes good. You should try it. See, nothing happened. Nothing happened to me.
So he bit the apple to make her stop bothering him so he can go back to watching the game.
Maybe.
All right, that's sacrilegious, but it's jokes.
No, but I think the significance of that scenario is to say, as strong and logical as a man is on his own, right? Before Eve came along,
he wasn't biting the apple.
Yeah, that garden was always there. God told him don't eat the apple, and he didn't.
And so he wasn't even tempted to even mess with the apple.
God didn't tell Eve don't eat the apple. He told
Adam.
And Adam told her don't eat the apple. So she didn't break God's rule. What she did was disobey her man. You see the rebellion?
Oh.
She didn't listen to him. She didn't take his word seriously. So she went and ate this apple.
And he didn't listen to his Lord who told him, don't touch it.
But notice he did listen to the Lord. But what happened was the woman manipulated him into eating the apple. Do you see the connections here, the psychology? Which mirrors the fact that men, as strong and tough and rough as y'all are, you become weak when women come around. You start doing stuff that don't even make no sense.
Wait. Hashtag Samson and Delilah. Don't cut your locks for this bitch, bro.
That's exactly. So women are the weakness of man, and that's just a test that God has put you guys in a situation where you are weak for women. You have to fight against that.
And it seems like everything is the weakness for women. If women are the weakness for man, what's the weakness for women?
Jealousy. Our emotions, we cannot control them well, but jealousy is a negative emotion that affects us doing a lot of poorly thought out things, a lot of stupid things. Like, for example, this girl, she's actually jealous of her girlfriends who have men already. Why do you think she keeps saying, I wish I had him, man? Them girls don't complain anymore about not having enough money to do nothing.
She don't even see them anymore.
And when she sees them, they're happy. When she see their social media, because you better believe they're all friends on Facebook, these girls are traveling to different countries, hanging out with their man somewhere, taking pictures, looking all fly, looking all fit, having children. They look happy.
Wait, but this girl right here is talking like, that she's doing that because she helped the man. I think the part she's not seeing is that nigga already was able to do that.
But here's the hilarity
without her.
And the giveaway, how I know she's saying all of this stuff because of the jealousy from watching other women succeed on the internet in her mind. Because you only see women traveling on the internet. That's unrealistic, okay? Men and women don't get with each other, get married typically, and then make a thing about traveling all over the place. Like, that's not a thing. That's something you see on social media the most. Okay. In real life, most couples ain't doing it. They don't even have the time. We have to go to work. We have children. We got to maintain our house. We got to eat. We got to clean. When do you have time? Every once in a while, maybe once a year during the holidays, you go on vacation. Maybe. And even that, maybe only in the beginning of the relationship when you haven't had children yet. But then once the kids come, everything slows down. Every few years, you might get to go on vacation. This is not the norm for normal, regular people to be going on vacations and traveling all over the place. This is a fantasy she's talking about.
It honestly never has even been like that.
Right, and that's what you see on the internet. A bunch of fake nonsense that people put on there to instill this sense of anxiety in each other, to show, look what I'm doing, look how good I am, look how big I am, look how smart I am. That's what social media is. Everybody trying to be the next star, you know what I'm saying? So you over here scrolling all night long, looking at your friends' Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, whatever y'all be on, Instagram, and you seeing them in bikinis, drinking wine with their men, going on the beach, taking all these trips all over the place.
So are you in essence saying we should call it social book? We should call it gossip book, gossip gram, gossip talk?
You don't need social media for women to be on some gossip and shit. We already default are like that. Were women not gossipy before the internet came along? Yes, the fuck we were. Always. Why do you think in the Bible there's actually a line in there that tells women don't gossip? Did you know that?
I did not know that.
There's a literal scripture that tells women not to gossip. Where is a phone so I can look it up?
Yeah, right there. So the first bit of gossip was the serpent gossiping with Eve. Yo, let me tell you, girl, if you bite this apple, you finna be living forever, bitch.
He knew the nature of women.
Oh, that's deep. I'm finna slap somebody in the face.
Why you gotta slap somebody about it?
Because it's just like the chicken. So good, make you want to slap your mama. I gotta tell you why. Because you like, mama, you could have been making this, and you wasn't. He was on food stamps. You could have just been making this. Same kind of thing.
Right here. Scripture warns against gossip for everyone, but highlights women's roles in godly speech, urging them to be dignified, temperate, trustworthy, and avoid slander, which is something that happens all the time when women get together. Let's see.
So Eve wasn't talking to the serpent. She was talking to the slander.
What do you mean?
It just told her I'm a serpent. It was really slander. Because it, whatever it was, it lied and said, yo, this tree, this and this and that.
No, you can't slander against a tree. Slandering is talking ish about other people.
You don't think that was part of the conversation at some point? Ooh, God said what? Girl, listen, God, he be stunting. Listen, anyway, he just don't want you to realize
that he did say that.
So that's slander.
I guess.
Listen. But at the same time, God had his own plan. We don't know what his plan was, but it's never going to fail. God's plan ain't never going to fail.
Yeah, you can't create anything that's better than what God already created. But this is not about preaching to people. That's not my point. My point is, why does a religious book, which is a lot of people believe is make-believe, right? How do these religious people from back in the day understand the psychology of men and women that is still relevant and happening right now? You feel me? There was no psychologist back then. Nobody was doing studies on anybody. So was it really God's word? Where did these people get this information from? And why did Adam and Eve, according to the story, behave the way that they behaved? It just makes sense. And this, what you see this girl doing, it should not be surprising to anyone. Like, I like that one clip you had that we reacted to before, where the girl was talking about the way women are with each other, and she was saying, this is not me just saying this. Like, this is psychologically been studied. It's actually a fact. You know what I'm saying? So don't believe me. Go look it up yourself. But women have a tendency to be very competitive with one another. Why is that? Because we're jealous of each other. You see the test?
Well, hold on.
I see a lot of people talking about the fact that women will pursue men who are taken with their partner being an attractive female, right? That's usually the preface of this conversation. And I want to dig into why this is, because we're acting like this is newfound information when really this is backed by psychology, and we've known this for a long time. And again, don't take my word for it. Read The Moral Animal. Read any of David Buss's work, right? You'll learn this pretty quickly, that a girl's girl doesn't really exist. Women are in constant competition with other women, and we don't do it the same way that men do. Men will just go beat the shit out of one another, and they'll call it a day, shake hands, and move on with their lives. Women love to gossip, and they love to reputation slander. This is why a woman's best friend will, behind her best friend's back, talk shit about her to her boyfriend that she is actually trying to sleep with. And married women who are happily married know this. This is why the internet is full of people talking about how bad men are, how terrible marriage is, because the happily married people keep their mouths shut. Because women know how other women operate.